Most people are familiar with the rewards of compounding interest, but few are familiar with the tax ramifications associated with interest earned. The following discussion is designed to uncover some of these hidden costs. Let's enter your data and shine some light on this problem. Opportunity cost may be a term you are not familiar with. Basically, it represents the interest you could have earned on a given amount had you been able to avoid losing or transferring it away. A dollar paid unnecessarily not only costs a dollar, but also what the dollar could have earned had you not given it away. Over the period of years in looking at your investment at 0% interest rate, the results look very impressive. At first glance, it looks as if you invested $268,000 to get $268,000. You really invested $268,000 in after-tax dollars to get $0. $0 represents the amount of interest you have earned over the period. Often we tend to focus on the amount that we actually have in our account. In order to have that amount in your left pocket, you had to reach into your right pocket to cover the taxes due on the interest earned. The tax paid over the period is represented in red. What do most people do with the interest they earn in their investment account? Most let it compound through reinvestment. Very few people pay the taxes due on their investment from the interest earned in the investment. Instead, they roll the interest back into the account, which gives the appearance of magical growth. So where do they get the money to pay the additional taxes due from the investment? It usually comes from another source, which we call lifestyle. Most likely, the taxes due from their investment results are included in their overall tax picture and go unnoticed. Unnoticed for a while, which brings us to the next point. In what year will the annual tax due be more than your annual contribution? Do people pay more taxes than they have to? The obvious answer is yes, but not because they want to. Most people would prefer to avoid the tax if they knew of a way to do so. If the tax were reduced, they could take less risk and perhaps still have the same or more money, especially if it did not affect their lifestyle. Remember, if you pay a tax you could have avoided, you not only lose a tax dollar, but also what that dollar could have earned for you had you not given it away. This is known as opportunity costs. Opportunity costs on taxes paid are a cost to be considered when compounding interest in a taxable investment. Let's factor in the term premiums into the equation. You can only know the true cost and benefit of owning term insurance at your death. At that time, you would add up all the premiums paid and compound them at interest to determine the opportunity cost of the term. The cost would need to weigh against the benefits received. Now we are looking at all the factors that make up the btid strategy. Finally, in our review, we would need to include any capital gains to get a true picture of this strategy. Now that we have accounted for all of the expenses, let's compare the two positions, compound interest against permanent life insurance, looking through the eyes of the lifestyle account summary. Here on this screen, we are going to be able to look at compound interest in a taxable account, buying term, and investing the difference versus permanent insurance and how it compares to the buy term, invest the difference strategy.